See, I told y'all, you can't play boxing. You can't play boxing. You can't just be like what the Paul brothers do is they basically watch black people. That's what they do. They're influenced by black culture. Just keep it a buck. They watch black people on YouTube and they say, hey, that looks cool. I want to try that. Hey, that looks cool. I want to get into that. So what Jake Paul did was say, oh man, I'm watching all these YouTube clips of these boxers. I'm a popular YouTuber. I want to be a boxer. You know, you don't just magically get up one day and decide to become a boxer. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's, again, this takes years and years and years of vetting, years and years of training, years and years of muscle memory that has to develop. And you start as a pup. You start very young. You start as a child. And that develops your skill set. You can't get in your fucking 20s and be like, I want to be a fucking professional boxer. And just because you're a popular YouTuber. That don't mean a goddamn thing. And so when Jake Paul, you know, originally wanted to become a boxer and wanted to fight these guys, his handlers were very smart. If you want to interview somebody, don't interview Jake Paul. Interview the people who are the matchmakers of his team. They did a great job in handpicking his opponents because they knew his shortcomings. They knew his lack of experience as a boxer. And so the hype train for Jake Paul comes to an end as he announces a retirement. He just got on Twitter yesterday and says, updated status, retired boxer. That's his status right now. Okay? That tweet's still there, has not been deleted since yesterday. He is retired boxer. Why? The question is why? Why? Because that fight with Tyron Woodley changed his outlook on things. When he got rocked almost outside of the ring in the fourth round, that changed his mindset. He got tired and he fought to survive. All he did was win on points. He fought to survive that fight. He wasn't trying to knock out Woodley. He wasn't even trying to hurt him. He was trying to keep Woodley off him because Woodley was walking him down the entire fight. Woodley was looking for a knockout while Jake Paul was trying to survive and hit him with jabs. That's it. Jake Paul was trying to survive and hit with jabs, and he won on points, barely, by split decision. So that goes to show you again that you cannot play boxing. This is real life. This is a lifelong dedicated sport, you know, that you come into. You have to take it very seriously. This is not about hype. This is not about clout. This is real life. Boxing is a lifestyle. You got to change your whole life around boxing. So that goes to show you that, you know, Jake Paul is a hype train, is a hype job. And, you know, again, the reality set in. He's like thinking to himself, damn, I got rocked by Tyron. I barely survived that fight. I tried to survive and just win on points. I don't think I can do this again. I don't want to get hit like that again. I don't want to feel like I'm about to die out there. You know what I'm saying? That's how he felt. You know, when you see, here's the thing, right? When you have time to reflect on things, you have a different perspective on things, right? So, you know, Jake Paul went back to, I think he lives in Puerto Rico. He had time to reflect about the fight, about what he wants to do with his career. And guess what? He decided to retire from boxing. He said, this is not worth it. No matter how much money they throw at him, he said it's not worth it. Granted, this could be a emotional decision where he could change his mind later down the line. Granted, but he verbally said he retired from boxing for now. Why? Now, here's the thing. If the outcome was different, if he completely dominated and thrashed Tyron Woodley, you would not hear him say he retired from boxing. You will hear him calling out people like Canelo Alvarez and stuff like that. You'll be hearing it till this day. But no, based off the outcome of that fight, he barely survived that fight. Yeah, granted, a win is a win. The fight to hurt Woodley. He fought to survive. Woodley fought to knock him out. Apparently, Woodley didn't throw enough punches to knock him out. See the difference? Woodley was fighting to knock out Jake Paul. Jake Paul was fighting to survive. Big difference. Right? So, like I said, my thing is this, man. Jake Paul had time to reflect. He had time to reflect on the fight. He said, "You know what? Yeah, this ain't worth it, man. I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna do my YouTube thing. I'm gonna do my acting thing. I'm gonna do my business ventures, and this is taking too much of a toll on my body." He's only 24. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like 24 years old and you're retiring from something. That says a lot. Only 24 years old and you want to retire from something. Right? Most 24-year-olds are just starting into getting into something, or just barely in the beginning stages of life. He wants to retire from something. That says a lot right there. That says a whole lot. But like I said, the thing is that Jake Paul has and always will be a hype train. Or I should say the Paul brothers, period, have and always will be a hype train. You can't go into boxing and play boxing. You can't play boxing. Boxing is a lifestyle. You have to develop a skill set as a youngin, as a child. You can't just go into the sport in your 20s and say, "Yeah, I want to be a boxer." And I don't care if you have selected, hand-picked opponents by your handlers. At the end of the day, the truth comes out. And the truth came out Sunday night, where he got exposed. After 4 rounds, he gassed out, got nearly knocked out, and fought to survive, throwing jabs. Everybody saw it. He only fought to survive. He didn't fight to knock out Tyron Woodley. He didn't fight to hurt Woodley. He fought to survive, throwing jabs. Get off me! I'm gonna run. Get off me! And clinch. Right? So, like I said, Jake Paul, for those who don't know, just announced he retired from boxing. His exact quote is, "Updated status, retired boxer." It's on Twitter right now, on Jake Paul's Twitter account. Go there right now. It says, "Retired boxer." So you can pretty much say Tyron Woodley retired Jake Paul, even after a lot. People are talking about, well, Woodley is the Adrian Broner of boxing now, and he didn't throw enough punches, this, that, and the third. He lost the fight. Well, guess what, guys? He won the war. He won the war. Even though he lost the fight, he won the war. Why? Because he put Jake Paul in retirement. Had Jake Paul dominated Woodley, you would not hear about this story about Jake Paul retiring. Woodley had the biggest moment of the fight. Woodley had the biggest meme of the fight, which is nearly knocking out Jake Paul outside of the ring. If it wasn't for those ropes, Jake Paul would have flew out the goddamn ring. That would have been a knockout or knockdown. Those ropes saved his ass. So that was the biggest moment of the fight and the biggest meme. That's the meme that's going to live forever. You go on Jake's timeline, you see those memes. You go on Jake's time, you will see those memes of him getting nearly knocked out of the ring. Okay? So, yeah, man. Jake Paul is retired from boxing, as you can see here. Well, I can't share the screen, but you go you go on Jake Paul's timeline and you go on replied messages, you see the memes of him getting knocked out or knocked outside of the ring with that right hand through by Tyron Woodley. Tyron landed one punch and retired you. See that? See? They got this guy. He was like this, literally stretched out like this. When he did that, that changed his whole goddamn life. That changed his whole perspective. That's the meme that lives forever. Not the win. People are going to remember that. Round 4, Tyron nearly knocked his ass outside of the ring. That's it. So Tyron won the war. For me, if I was Tyron, I would move on. Even though it was my debut as a professional boxer, I came up short with a split decision, lost. I still won the war because guess what? I got the biggest moment of the fight and I retired Jake Paul. So to me, that's a win. And that's the win. That's he won the war. Jake Paul won the fight. Tyron won the war. So Woodley, I wouldn't even consider a rematch. And if you did do the rematch, you'll knock his ass out. I know for sure you'll knock his ass out. You felt his power, right? You know what to do. All you got to do is just walk him down, pressure him, and throw more punches to get him out of there. Especially go to the body. The Paul brothers hate body shots, right? So just go to the body and throw more punches and do your thing, man. But outside of that, my daughter's here. Outside of that, hello. I'm on live right now. You can't get on my computer right now, all right? But outside of all that, what I just said, Willie did his thing, man. Oh, don't mess with my email. Damn. Don't mess with my email. Yeah, outside of that, Willie did his damn thing. You see yourself? You're on live right now. You're on live right now. But like I said, I just wanted to do this quick video and just say that you can't play boxing. I don't care how many followers you got. No. I'm gonna cover your eyes, girl. See? You always want to come up in here and interrupt me. Here's my phone. Look. My phone. This girl don't want nothing. She's my live and everything, huh? That's fine. That's all right. Anyway, guys, like I said, Jake Paul hype train is over. He's done. All right. He's finito. And on to the next. So anyway, I'm going to take care of my daughter. Just wanted to get on her real quick and announce that Jake Paul is retired from boxing right now because of one punch by Tyron Woodley. All right, family. Thank you. She's leaving now. God damn. Close the door too. She's only 18 months old. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, like I said, Jake Paul retired from boxing. On to the next. All right, on to the next. If anything, I would say Tyron Woodley's stock went up. Yeah, it went up. And Jake Paul's stock went down. You know, he got exposed, and the hype train is done. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, family, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below. GMOGSportsTV. You already know what it is. Signing out. Peace.